Hey, what's going on? So, I don't know. We'll call this video. I just bought a house and the mold started growing on the walls. Well, you know what? If you hired your own home inspector, not the one your real estate agent told you to hire, you would have figured this out. I know if I inspected this house, you would have bought this house. So you would have said, "Wait a minute, I need $6,000 to that." And you'll see what the problem in this house was. Very common problem. This is a problem all over the place, okay? So all you young millennials, man, getting out of college and getting the big jobs with all that money, and you're going to buy houses. They're way overpriced, by the way. But hey, whatever. Eventually you'll make money on your house because real estate's always been a great investment. Whether you pay too much for it now, it's always going to pretty much go up. I mean, it has. Now, the dollar might go down, but the real estate's always good to have real estate. So, okay, enough of all that preaching here. So, okay, so this is all my fluff. That's psychrometrics. Okay. Oh, that's an aerosol test. Just so you know, they say mold testing. That's what they use. It doesn't. It's called non-viable, just mold spores, whether they're live or dead. Okay. So we get to this house, and okay, I'm just measuring for cold spaces because cold missing insulation will lead to condensation, which will lead to mold, right? So they move in, and they got mold. Here's the mold in the basement, okay? It's not a lot, but and I'm sorry that the photo's not coming up, but you can see this black mold spotty around here, and you can see how, they just painted all this. And what happened here is, okay, and you can see here's some more mold right there on the ceiling. It wasn't there when they bought the house. Because look, the nice new paint. Yeah, they just paint the walls. Oh, that's a nice basement. Lots of room for an office. Oh, yeah, that's your home inspector, They realize, like, oh, it's so roomy. It's so spacious. Oh, I love that floor. I love that floor. Man, he's so full of BS. All right, here's your real problem. So what happens is there is a crawl space. Yeah, a crawl space. And look, there's a crawl space, and I'm showing you how the temperature of it is. Okay, the temperature, I can't speak English. And here you can see what's in the crawl space. A dirt floor. Okay, now, and you can see the moisture stains, and there's a ping pong ball in there. Okay, so there's a lot of reasons you want to look at a crawl space. I got tons of videos. Oh, by the way, Clevelandmarko is my channel. Punch up crawl space. There's probably 100 videos on there on this kind of stuff. All right, so this is what caused the mold in this house was that you have what's called high vapor pressure in the crawl space. Moist air would rise back into the house, and the basement's a lot colder, and they were missing some insulation and had some thermal bridging conditions, and so because of that, mold started to amplify. But you know what? That mold was there before. The people sold this house, painted the walls, and made them all pretty, and you could, by the way, they always leave the paint cans. Take a picture of the paint cans because the barcodes tell you how old the paint is, right? So if you ever wanted to, go back on them. Now this house here leaked. The crawl space leaked. It was a problem. It should have been, disclosed. Now, if they didn't want to disclose it, fine. But maybe the home inspector should have said, "Hey, it's a dirt floor. Look, it's moist in there." Moisture means high humidity. High humidity means potential dew point. Dew point means condensation. Condensation means mold. Ain't it rocket science? Not rocket science, man. So he should have said, "Hey, this crawl space leaks. We need to add water management," which means that's a nice word for waterproofing or damp proofing. And it could have been gutters overflowing. We're not getting all that. We're just getting into the big picture here. And then for sure, in my world, I believe that crawl spaces should be conditioned. So I would have said this crawl space needs a 100% sealed vapor barrier. It needs perimeter insulation. The ceiling insulation should be taken down because we're going to heat and cool this. I would be taking off the cover to this basement so heat could get in there. If not, I would add heat to it, and then I'd run a basement dehumidifier just in case there is moisture in there. I could remove some of the moisture and lower the potential of that dew point, which will lower future fungal amplification. Anyways, hey, oh, by the way, I do have a service on YouTube, man. All you got to do is Google "Call Marko with a question," Marko, call Marko with a question, and it'll prompt you to a PayPal site. It's $29. I'll solve your house problem. Also, I do virtual inspections. You know, if you got a question, we can do a virtual thing. I know about $29. If it's just a couple of things, we can go live for $29 in your basement or something like that. Or you can send me photos. If you want like an hour, we could work it out. Maybe like $100 or something. But we could talk. You know, we could talk. You can just Google Marco with a question, and then we could talk later. You can send me photos. Also, below I have some links. You know, links. I'm an Amazon affiliate. So if you buy stuff on Amazon, hey, do it by me. It'll help me out. I don't make a lot. I make a percent. That helps pay for my videos. I am going to be going out to California to do some photography, and I got an expert case I'm going to do out there this week. So it does pay for some of that. Also, please rate, subscribe, sub. There's a bell. Hit the bell so I can get a few more subs. And so, you're buying a house, you better check it out. You might want to watch my videos too. If you watch my videos, you'll learn a lot of stuff, and you can watch other people's videos too. I'm not going to hog the internet. There's a lot of good house stuff out there for you to learn, but make sure you do your homework before you buy the house so you know what to look for, and then check out the neighborhood you're going into. Does the street, have problems with sewers? Does it have tree root problems? Is the freeway next too close? Is it loud? Is it near a runway? Did they change the runway so now you got airplanes flying over your house? Is the train 2 streets down? I mean, that kind of stuff. Nobody thinks about that. Nobody looks at all that stuff. Do your homework. Hey, thanks for coming on. Please rate, subscribe, sub, and call Marco with a question.